I'm just curious here if this is a hive or just bees robbing. Probably just bees robbing. Let's crank it open. Holy. Oh no. All right, I got the bees in the back. It's only a 10-minute drive to my house. I'm gonna just leave them at my house today, and then I'll be taking them up to another location probably tomorrow. See if you can see them. Maybe even hear some buzzing back there. I love the sound of buzzing in my car. This is where they're gonna stay for the day, and then tonight I'll close them back up and bring them to my other location. Let's go ahead and get them opened. There they go. Here. Got one nuke here. And I'm gonna put this other one over on my big hive. Right here. That hive died out. And if you look over here, this little nuke box died out as well. So that's why the goal this year is to build as many hives as possible with just these two. Okay. There we go. We're gonna add some sugar water to both of these. Coming out. So what's nice about these nukes is they have a built-in area for Gatorade bottles pretty much. There we go. That's it. Just wanted to pause here and let you guys know I will be keeping track of how many hives I have in the corner of my video on every single video. Stay tuned as I hopefully increase this number over the summer. All right, this is the spot. Looks like there's some bees going into this here. Maybe they're robbing it out. This is from last year. Those are just some boxes I had stacked from last year. That was a hive that I had last year. Look at the quail. Ooh. See the birds? There's my pointer over there. I'm staring at them. Go get them, Maisie. And this is my first nuke. Going well. And here's my second nuke here. Very nice. Oh, fix that. Got some pollen that they're gathering. Look at them go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put one of the hives in that box and this hive in this box. Obviously I'm gonna take a lot of the upper boxes off because I don't need all of those. I'm just curious here if this is a hive or maybe these are just bees robbing. Probably just bees robbing, but we'll see. So here's this box. It'd be really nice if this was a hive, unless they are again just eating everything. So that looks pretty promising. It looks like there's quite a few bees in there. Let's crank it open. Holy. Oh no. These are newcomers here. This is a swarm. That's awesome. So pretty much I have the two nukes I got yesterday, and then I got a free hive right here. That's pretty awesome. Let's go. Check this from the top out here. See if we can see anything. I don't see any queen, anything here. This is awesome. I wonder how big and where this came from. Yeah, they're putting that new comb in there. You can see that white new comb. That's awesome. I'm gonna go through this and see what I can find. This is awesome. This is that random hive here. Just the random equipment that I had here. And the queen was just in here. See if I can find her. Oh yeah, there she is. Walking around. That's amazing. Hopefully they didn't swarm from over there. I don't think so. They still got some bees in there. But this thing has a ton of bees. Look at that. That's amazing. This is a huge swarm, so I'm stoked about that, wherever that queen just went. But I'm excited. This is a free third hive. Awesome. So far I moved a lot of the good stuff into here. Let me show you something here. This was the first sign that I saw that they were moving in. Is look at this brand new wax that they added. Look at that, brand new wax. They already even started, actually I don't see any pollen in there yet, but that's fun. We might have to fix that, but let them continue to have some fun with that. So that's pretty awesome. But it's stacked. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 frames of bees, which is so many. There's 5 frames of bees in each of my splits over here that I bought, the nukes that I bought. So that's exciting. This is the frame that the queen's on, and I don't want to move it again. Yeah, another full frame of bees there. More pollen, which is great. Love to see that. Wonder. All right. Here's the nuke that was just here. So I'm going to put these frames into this hive. This is just a dead hive pretty much from last year. Look, I even put a bait trap in here. I must have for the other one too or something. Maybe that's why they went into there. Just couldn't remember that. Let's check these out. Some of these framed, if they're not beautifully drawn, then that one's okay. So I need 5. And then 1, 2. That's pretty good. I'll draw this one out. Okay. Actually, that's 6. All right, I'm gonna drop the 5 frames that are in here. We'll see what they do when I open them up. So. Ooh, look at them. Beautiful. Nice little pollen patty or something. That's a piece of cloth. I don't even know. Maybe it's saturated with sugar syrup or something. So let's.
I think I just got stuck.
You don't have to film. They're getting upset, I think. All right, Dolly got stung. I'm gonna move these into this box. It's getting cold, so I'm gonna hurry. All right, you can see the hives back there. It's starting to rain. It's overcast. The bees really didn't like that, so we had to hurry things up a little bit. But of the 2 nukes, one of them I found the queen, and the second nuke, it started raining, so I had to be very quick. I didn't see a queen, but I did see some queen cells. So maybe the queen's in there, but I had to shut the hive because it's getting kind of crazy out here. So, but either way, the bonus of the day is in this first hive right there. I caught my first swarm, I guess. Maybe it was from that nuke that doesn't have a queen, or maybe it's a wild one. I would assume it's wild because it literally fills up both deep boxes, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, it was a successful first day. Thought I was starting with 2 hives. I'm starting with 3, even though it's kind of 2.5 with 1 queenless hive, but I'm happy about it. Okay, I'll see you next week.